Hi, everyone. So before we go into lesson 113, I was asked a really important question that I want to explore with you. And the question is it possible that A Course in Miracles leads to a messianic complex? So what is a messianic complex? It's the idea that you are the only savior. You're the only one that could be holy. You are a replica of Christ, but you're the only replica. That everyone else is going around sinning, everyone else is going around struggling, but somehow you were able to find a way out of this matrix that we're in and awaken, but realizing that you're the only one that's awakened. That's a messianic complex. And I believe that it's far from what A Course in Miracles teaches. We are all awakening together. We are all responsible for the way we view our world. We all share one mind, and that mind lives in God. So lesson 113 starts with, I am one self united with my Creator. Serenity and perfect peace are mine, because I am one self, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God. And if you receive the gift of feeling completely whole, you automatically share that gift with the world. If you receive the gift of forgiveness, you automatically forgive others. If you receive the gift of recognizing holiness, you automatically see all of life as holy. So if somehow you believe that you are special and that the relationships that you have are special, that is all from the ego. And by its fruit it shall be known. So what comes of this idea that you are so special, that somehow you are able to awaken when others can't, or won't, or will never? What comes of it is disorder, confusion, a disconnect. It does not lead to peace. It definitely does not lead to the peace that surpasses all understanding. So the second lesson that 113 will cover, which is lesson 96, salvation comes from my one self. But who is that one self? It is not the ego. It is not the personality. That one self is you in wholeness, united with all of creation and with your Creator. That is the one self. From my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind, because it's in there. You may not have access to it. You may not acknowledge it, but the knowledge of the one self is in your mind. And you will remember. You have no doubt. There is no doubt that you will one day remember. I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. So that's what you're holding on to, God's perfect plan for your salvation. And as you are saved, all of life is saved. Will you sometimes be afraid of what may come? Sure. There are going to be times in which you're going to feel that disaster is around the corner, that somehow all is lost, that there's a sense of helplessness and hopelessness, that we are moving towards full chaos, not any order. Although it may be a cycle. It may be a cycle that repeats itself over and over again. But your final destination is one where you break out of that cycle. You break out of it because God has taken the last and final step. You have had a little willingness to awaken, but you know that the power does not come from you. It does not come from a uniquely you, because there is no uniquely you. You are one with all that is. You are love. You are joy. You are peace. And it's the recognition and the remembrance of that that awakens you. So no, I don't believe the A Course in Miracles actually leads to a messianic complex. I believe the ego will fight the idea of believing that we can all awaken together because it wants to make sure that you see it as special and as unique. But you are as God created you, and so am I, and so is all of creation. Recognizing and remembering that is the journey. So that's lesson 113. We will see you tomorrow for lesson 114. Thanks very much.